So I thought I'd make another video concerning the filmmaking process and specifically talk about the ways you can become a director. And the first way you can become a director is, it's pretty obvious. You make films, go out and make films. A lot of filmmakers will say this in their interviews. And if you're really interested in it, then you would go out and do it. The second way you can get into directing is to be open-minded, try new things. And just because you try something, you have a better chance of obtaining that goal, because if you're trying something, you can learn from it. The people who are afraid, like they fear failure, sometimes the risk of failure is far greater than actually learning something that they can potentially succeed at. So it's really trying to get out of that fear of failure. That's important. And the best thing you can do is be open to ideas. Some people think I'm just studying movies. I'm really good at visual literacy and whatnot. And it's none of that at all. I'm rarely studying movies. I'm learning more about the world. I'm connecting ideas. The third way you can become a director is utilizing your assets to your advantage. And the two assets you have are your mind and your time. Most people, tell you the truth, they waste time. And when they're wasting time, they're wasting their mind. So it's all about having that focus. Some people think they can multitask and do things. Scientists have already discovered if you have one singular focus on something specific, you have a better chance of obtaining that goal. So the people who are trying to be workaholics, I always see them as like the most lazy people. They're working hard at what they don't want. They're trying to care for everything else that isn't concerning what they want to do. And in that, they're falling short of obtaining their goals. So utilize your assets well when you're getting into film. The fourth way you can become a director is really listening. And I'm not just on set having this one vision that we're all going to follow. I'm asking the cast and crew what they think about the story and anything that we can change that could potentially make it better. And so I'm never approaching directing as I already know all of this. I'm approaching it as I'm learning something new. And the more you have that mindset of you're wanting to learn something new, you have a better chance of obtaining those goals. So the people who already think they're smart, they don't get very far. They don't get into directing. So always be open to learning new things. And that's what makes filmmaking fun. The fifth way to become a director is to be original. Some people ask me how I've got into big film festivals or how I've pulled off certain ideas. And really my answer is I tried it and wanted to do something different. It doesn't make much sense to get into filmmaking and try to emulate someone else's style. Stop trying to find the easy way into the business. And that isn't a way at all. It's the wrong way, if anything. So always be true to your own voice, do something different, be original, and go out there and make films. So to recap on the ways you can become a director, go out and make a movie, try something. You have a better chance of trying something instead of not doing something. You can be open-minded, be open to listening to new ideas, study the world, and most importantly, be original. Have your own voice. Do all of these things, and I'm sure you're on the right track of becoming a director. I didn't just get into big festivals or sell my films because I wasn't doing these things, okay? These were actively, the things I was doing all the time. So the most important thing is, yes, there's more ways of directing, I'm sure. I just chose 5. Of course, follow these things. I'm sure you'll work it out. And remember to have fun.